Let's take a look at the top headlines first. Gym set on fire just 24 hours ahead of CM's scheduled visit to inaugurated. ITLF calls total shutdown in Churachandpur. India logs 7,533 new COVID-19 cases, 44 deaths. And Sudan's rival factions agree to renew 3-day ceasefire. Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to ELITETV English News. I'm Utpala. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV also requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. The Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum ITLF has called a total shutdown in Churachandpur district today from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and resolved to not cooperate in all government-related programs. The total shutdown of ITLF has come even as Chief Minister N. Biren is scheduled to inaugurate an open gym inside the PT Sports Complex at New Lamka in Churachandpur district. Even as a shutdown call has been given, unidentified miscreants torched the newly constructed open gym and ransacked the hall today at about 8:30 p.m. It is worth mentioning that it was the ITLF rally on March 12 last that led the state cabinet to opt for the abrogation of the SU agreement with the KNO and the ZRO. ITLF further informed that it has submitted several memorandums to the government to voice their grievances and apprehension about the survey carried out by the government pertaining to reserve forests, protected forests, wetlands, wildlife and the eviction of villages. But the government has been staying indifferent and has not taken up positive measures to address the plight of the people. In the light of the situation cited above, the ITLF said it has heeded the cry of the people and resolved to not cooperate with the state government. The KSO Churachandpur 2 has announced their endorsement to the ITLF shutdown. Khmer Students Association HSA Churachandpur Joint Headquarters has also extended complete solidarity to the total shutdown called by ITLF against the anti-tribal policies of the state government. HSA in a statement appealed to all tribal communities to support the shutdown and join the protest to make their voices heard. The tribal women's organization Lamka has also endorsed the total shutdown called by the ITLF and non-cooperation to all government programs due to alleged alienation and discrimination of the tribals of Manipur. The tribal women's organization appealed to the public to support and comply with the shutdown. The total shutdown will be enforced strictly from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow, it said. Two active cadres of the proscribed Kuki Independent Army, Kuki Independent Organization KIA/KIO, who were reportedly responsible for the looting of arms and ammunition from the designated camp of suspension of operation SU, were arrested. The arrests were made in the pre-planned operation conducted by the Loktak Battalion of Churachandpur sector, Assam Rifles, at a hideout of Mongjang village of Churachandpur district bordering Myanmar on the south on Thursday. Some indiscriminating documents have also been recovered from their possessions, and official statements said. Based on specific input, the troops of Assam Rifles under the aegis of the Inspector General of Assam Rifles South launched an operation that led to the apprehension of the cadres, a defense wing statement said on Thursday. The apprehended cadres along with the recovered items were handed over to Churachandpur police station for further investigations, the statement added. However, the identities of the arrested cadres have been withheld. This is the first major achievement of the law protectors of the country after a combined team of law enforcement agencies engaged in a gunfight with the actioners of the proscribed Kuki Independent Army/Kuki Independent Organization KIA/KIO and recovered 5 sophisticated weapons from them. One alleged activist of the KIA and a civilian were injured in the exchange of fire that has taken place at Songphu village under Henglep subdivision in Manipur's Churachandpur district, bordering Myanmar on April 16th last. Notably, the KIA is a non-SU and is also responsible for looting 25 weapons from the designated camp of the KNFZ, UTLA and USRA, which are under tripartite talks with the governments under the SU. The Commander-in-Chief of KIA/KIO, Davidson Haukip, was declared as wanted by the police earlier with a reward of 50,000 rupees. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will today inaugurate 91 FM transmitters to boost radio connectivity across the country through video conferencing. These transmitters have been installed in 84 districts across 18 states and 2 union territories. As the government is committed to enhance FM connectivity in the country, a special focus has been given through this initiative to enhance the coverage in the aspirational districts and in border areas particularly. With this expansion of All India Radio's FM service, an additional 2 crore people who did not have access to the medium will now be covered. It will result in expansion of coverage in about 35,000 square kilometer area. The states and union territories which are covered include Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Haryana, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Ladakh. The Prime Minister has been a firm believer in the importance of radio in reaching out to the masses. Mr. Modi started Man Ki Baat program, which is now nearing its landmark 100th episode, to harness the unique strength of the medium to reach out to the widest possible audience. Minister of State for External Affairs V. Muralidharan has received the 8th batch of 121 Indians evacuated from the conflict-hit Sudan at Jeddah airport. In a tweet, Mr. Muralidharan said this evacuation was more complex as the location is in vicinity of Khartoum. He added the family members of embassy officials were also part of this group. The minister also received the 9th batch of 135 Indians at Jeddah airport. External Affairs Minister spokesperson Arindam Bagchi said that the 10th batch of evacuees with 135 passengers has departed Port Sudan for Jeddah. Under Operation Kaveri, the Government of India is working relentlessly to evacuate Indian nationals from Sudan and bring them home safely. Around 3,500 Indians and 1,000 persons of Indian origins are estimated to be in conflict-hit Sudan. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mega Open Debate postponed. Mega Open Debate on ERA Finance Ponzi Scheme or not, to be held on 26 April 2:30 p.m. organized jointly by ELITETV and the Frontier Manipur, has been postponed to April 30 at 2:30 p.m. Inconvenience is regretted. Investors or any individual can ask question live or send question in advance. For more details, please contact 7005606515.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 km away from Imphal city. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration come admission open for 2023 and 24 session.
The legendary brand Vespa was born in 1946. The Vespa has a unique design with a V-shaped grille to complement its sleek cast. The Piaggio emblem at the front gives you the pride of ownership. Innovative appearance, The design was inspired by the wasp, hence the name Vespa.
Adom gari macha darkar oibibra? Supnagi minute kuntragi manungda document ichang changdana Vespa amadi Aprilia gi apamba model sing supna dagi lupa lising tara khaktang puthok piduna loan oina lawba yabagi khudong chaba pizare. Akupa marol kidamak contact obirau 9089895330 amadi 9615823252 Tulasi Motors Private Limited Thangmaiban amadi Sangai Pro Khudong chaba si mangan biganu ngasi mag-contact obirau terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. India recorded 7,533 new coronavirus cases, raising the tally to 4.49 crore, while the active cases decreased to 53,852, the Union Health Ministry said on Friday. The death toll has increased to 5,31,468, with 44 deaths, which included 16 fatalities reconciled by Kerala. Data updated by the ministry at 8 a.m. stated. The active cases now comprise 0.12% of the total infections, it said. The national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.69%, according to the data shared on the ministry's website. The number of people who have recovered from the disease surged to 4,43,47,024, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.18%. India has so far recorded a total of 4.49 crore COVID cases. According to the ministry's website, a total of 220.66 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide COVID-19 inoculation drive. In Sudan, rival factions of the country's security forces have agreed to renew a 3-day ceasefire shortly before it was due to expire. The extension for another 72 hours follows intensive diplomatic efforts by neighboring countries and the global community. South Sudan has offered to host peace talks, and the Sudanese army has agreed to send representatives to the talks. Meanwhile, local media reports that there are continuing reports of heavy fighting between the army and its rival, the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces (RSF), in the capital, Khartoum. Fighting has also been reported in the western Darfur region and other provinces. At least 512 people have been killed in the fighting so far, and almost 4,200 have been injured. The previous truce allowed thousands of people to attempt to flee to safety, while dozens of countries have tried to evacuate their citizens. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. And now let's look at the top headlines once again. Gym set on fire just 24 hours ahead of CM's scheduled visit to inaugurated ITLF calls total shutdown in Sisipur. India logged 7,533 new COVID-19 cases, 44 deaths. And Sudan's rival factions agree to renew 3-day ceasefire. That's all for now. Tune in at 3 p.m. for more news updates in English. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great day.